Well, good afternoon, anti-Fed Ed warriors. Lynn Taylor, Common Core Diva here. No, you're not going to see me today because what I would like to do is be able to focus your attention on some of the latest things that are going on in education that I've either noticed or people have sent me messages about. Since my laptop is dead, I'm having to do what I can between my cell phone and my tablet as far as getting information out there. So this is why you're just going to see the screen on my tablet. Since my computer is down, if anyone would like to help sponsor me by getting a new one, if you go to commoncorediva.com and click on the donate button, that will take you straight to PayPal, and any efforts towards that would be greatly appreciated. I'm not begging, but you know, I know so many people rely on the fact of all the news that I get them, and not being able to write is very painful physically for me because that's how I feel so connected to everybody. But anyway, we're going to start with the latest news from the Department of Education, and as you can see, I have their news tab open, and the way that you can find that is go to ed.gov news, okay? And then you'll see Secretary DeVos has announced more than $131 million in new funding to create and expand high-quality public charter schools. Okay, so let's click on that one and see what's going on, because what you'll find out is not only will state agencies get this, but you also see state educational agencies, more than 10 nonprofit organizations, and it's $131 million in new grant funding. Now, as we know, public charters are a move towards fascism in education. We've talked about that in the Every Student Succeeds Act. We also know that charters and charters, public or private, will receive government funding. Therefore, they have to align to the same post-secondary standards. All right, so you'll see here that this does tie into the Every Student Succeeds Act. And if you want this particular press release, just look for this one, the $131 million. But let's look and see. All right, in Alaska, we have a charter school development RAZA development fund that is tied to a politically activated group for, I believe it is Latino Americans. All right, Department of California. All right, Building Hope. Then we have DC, the Superintendent of Education, Florida Department of Education. Then we have Hawaii, we have Maine, Missouri. We have New Jersey, gets quite a few. Nevada gets Opportunity 180. That is going to be education and workforce combined together. Then we have Equitable Facilities Fund out of New York. Okay, then we have Football Club in Pennsylvania. All right, then we also have Pennsylvania, South Carolina, the entire Department of Education. Texas, you're going to see your Public Finance Authority as well as your Texas Education Agency. All right, so that is more baitings and switching by the feds to our states to keep them coerced and tied to the money. Now, if you look, the department has also launched the 20, 21, and 22 FAFSA cycle. If you click on that one, let's see if it'll go to it. Yep. All right, so the department launches the FAFSA. Now, supposedly, this is going to tie... it's going to tie the IRS and the Department of Education all together for faster internet access, faster data transfer. But look at this, the Future Act, okay? And I wrote an article on the Future Act back in 2019. So when you go on the blog, it's www.commoncorediva.com. Look for Home They Go, The Agenda Lives On. The particular Future Act that this FAFSA cycle ties to is HR 2486, and it gave Betsy DeVos more power to decide who gets funding and who doesn't. So, you know, that's a big concern because really she shouldn't be deciding that at all. All right, so let's go back and see what else we can find. All right, $24 million in grants to expand educational choice for our Native Americans. $24 million in grants for our Native American students. Now, warriors, I don't know about you, But to me, anytime the federal government comes up with another way to coerce or to attract our Native Americans, I think it's terrible simply because of the way that down through history the federal government has treated our Native Americans. But what is this $24 million going to do? Well, it says expand education options to American Indian and Alaska Native students. The ACE, or Accessing Choices in Education grants, will help them set up a variety of education options services, including course options, apprenticeships, so there's that workforce-based education, tutoring, and many other programs which parents can choose. Okay, now if you go on, okay, STEAM, that's science, technology, engineering, the arts, and math, which directly ties into the United Nations. All right, so you'll see family services. There's the family engagement. That is also a mandate from the Every Student Succeeds Act as well. So that is all the news from the Department of Education. Remember, that is on their press release site. So you go to ed.gov and click on press releases and you'll find these articles. Now, I also was contacted from a lady in Ohio, and she was asking me about the Centro, that's Syntero, Comprehensive Sexuality Education. She said it was showing up in Ohio, but that Ohio has a law that abstinence curriculum must be taught until marriage. And she wanted to know, why is it leaking into Ohio? Well, I was able to find that the company, oops, this is the wrong one. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. This is the one. This is Centro, if it'll come up. Let's see here. Sorry about that. All right, so there's Centro. Okay, so here we go. Healthy Bodies, Healthy Futures. That is the curriculum that my friend Mary was so concerned about. And if you'll notice, it says Franklin County. So I got to looking, and this particular group, Centro, is based out of Delaware. But if you look at their community partners, okay, and let's scroll back up. If you look at their community partners, all right, let's see here. You have to go in About. Then you look for partners, okay? You will see that you have, let me see, keep going. All right, so here are some of the partners. These are in Delaware. They're also in other places as well. All right, Delaware United Way. Well, we know that's tied into the United Nations as well. All right, so then we have Goodwill. Let's see, Columbus. All right, now we're getting into some of the Ohio places. Okay, so keep looking. Here you have Ohio University. Here we have the Ohio University. All right. So that's why it would be showing up in Ohio, Mary. And one of the things that I found out, if you look at their partners, let's see, let's scroll on down. All right, I was trying to see. All right. Hang on just a second. Okay, so those are the funding partners. Whoops. Okay, want to go over here. Well, if I can get it to come in. Okay, Board of Directors. Okay, now, here we go. You've got Board of Directors. Now, here are the members. Grange Insurance, Ohio University College, American Electric Power. All right, then we have Wendys International. So, you know, the restaurant chain, Wendys. Then you have TD Ameritrade. You have other partners as well who are helping fund this. And not only does this Centro go into comprehensive sexuality education, which does include a lot of things that are inappropriate for our children, it also goes into behavioral health and mental health programs as well. So you might want to be watching for that in your community too. And you might want to address Wendys and ask them, why are they supporting something like this? Okay, now the other thing that was sent to me, and this was, I was actually tagged in it, this is about the Bernalillo Sheriff's Department with their Operation Education Encouragement. Okay, now just so you know, Bernalillo is in New Mexico, and let's watch this because I want you to see Well, if I can, here it is, right here. Here's the press conference. I want you to see the press conference. See if I got my volume up. Let's see if I can get my volume going. Okay, so let's see. Where's volume? Sorry, I'm sorry about all the roughness of this, everybody. But, you know, like I said, without my laptop, I am just a little bit lost. Okay.
Good afternoon.
Let's see.
We're here to talk about an operation we're doing here, citywide, countywide. It's called Operation Educational Encouragement. The way this initiative started is that we were getting a lot of calls at our substation from counselors, people making requests for children to show up for school. And when I say showing up for school, that means online. Some people weren't aware, so the intent of this is not to hammer the parents, but to educate them. We have a collaboration internally of deputies that include special victims units, Operation Safe Child, and our GRIP deputies. They're going to be going out to numerous homes and hopefully making contact with the parents and telling them why it's important for their children to make contact with the schools and making sure that they're all right, and to attend school via, I guess, the web-based schooling they're offering through APS or whatever school they go to at this point. I do have a couple of people here to ask the questions specifically to include the sergeant. We also have one of our deputies that took part in our PSA, Angelina Navarro. So if you have any questions specifically for them, please ask. If you have questions at this point, we're willing to take them. Go ahead.
For the units that go out to these homes, will there be any fines or charges administered to any like online truancy?
We'll let Sergeant take that.
Currently, there isn't really
take your mask off.
Currently, really isn't a truancy law that's being followed in New Mexico, so to speak. This isn't supposed to be a punitive effort. This is supposed to be a proactive effort to like encourage parents to get kids online or back into that virtual environment. We've had so much non-communication with the schools, with chronic children over and over again, and we always want to check on their safety just to make sure that they're okay. Any kind of environment like that could be neglectful or abusive in any other way. Certainly, if we come across an incident like that while we're out on these kinds of checks, we're going to address that as it's appropriate.
Okay, guys. Don't know if you could hear that, but this is available on YouTube so that you can go back and look at it yourselves. But if you caught it, the lady was saying that this particular operation is to get kids to go back online, or get the parents to get the kids online in education. And we know that too much computer time is really harming our children. Now, another warrior, Sherry out of Colorado, said that their governor, Governor Polis, had gotten 40 AmeriCorps personnel to go and do a similar project about making sure that kids were okay. This is going back to the overreaches through the Every Student Succeeds Act into our homes, about where our kids are. We also know that we've seen horror stories about people who are being overzealous, and they're noticing while their students are online that, hey, there's something in the background that's controversial or whatever. But anyway, this is just another grab from people who have no business in education. And I went and looked at this particular sheriff's organization, and they are part of what Albuquerque, because this is the county that where Albuquerque is, they have what's known as an ABC Community School Partnership, and one of the groups that's in that is the Albuquerque Business Council. So, of course, now we're seeing, again, education line up with jobs and businesses for that skill-based education. All right, if you have something that you'd like me to research for you or to bring about, just email me at commoncorediva@gmail.com, and I will get on that. I do thank everybody who has sent this type of information to me, or things that I noticed that were going on. I just wanted to get this out, and right now this is the article form that I'm going to have to rely on until I can get a new laptop. All right, guys, hope you have a great afternoon, and we'll see you later.